Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be presenting some battles from Magicmayson. This is the Unburden Cup. I'm not sure who runs this cup, but basically, this is from the Unified Pogo Discord. Okay, I should be reading this. And this is the third Unified event. It happened in January, so it's a little bit. I've been a little bit slow uploading this, but I've been fairly busy lately. The meta consists of Ghosts, Dark, Ground, Normal, Bug, and then what's not allowed are water types, flying types, Megas, Fire, Digger's Beast, Sableye, Crafty, Chansey, and Umbreon. Magicmayson teams consist of Kofagrigus, Wigglytuff, Vigoroth, Obstagoon, Haunter, and Jeephyss. Well, his first round opponent, I believe there's 6 rounds. First round is Caleb, obviously someone that you're very familiar with. Using Vigoroth, Stunfisk, Scizor, Alolan Marowak, Wigglytuff, and Flygon. So Vigoroth is super safe against this team. Obviously, the only real hard check, or even somewhat check, is going to be the Alolan Marowak. But even that matchup can be a little bit iffy. Um, uh, in terms of being able to land the bulldoze, which should do quite a bit of damage. I do expect Caleb to bring Flygon. Really, its only hard loss is Wigglytuff. Besides that, it's pretty safe against the rest of the team, especially with two Pokemon that are weak to ground. Um, and as well, like Flygon and Vigoroth are like the only, like more so Flygon are the hard checks to the Stunfisk. Stunfisk is like okay against this team. Obviously, does pretty well against Scizor, does well against Wiggly. Uh, should have a winning matchup versus Marowak. Obviously, can be a little bit tricky depending on baits and whatnot. Stunfisk is pretty neutral. Vigoroth is a loss, and Flygon is also a loss. So maybe not as good. I do like. I think Obstagoon is like okay in this situation. It is like the uh yeah, Obstagoon's okay. Kofagrigus is can be tricky because of the Wiggly. So Flygon Wiggly looks pretty strong on maybe like Flygon Wiggly AWAC or Flygon Wiggly Flygon Vigoroth is also playable here. But let's go ahead and get started with the first round battles. I do have this sped up at 150%, so we'll see. We'll see how these goes. I'm actually just gonna turn my mic here so I'm a little bit louder. Um, yeah, we'll see. Look like he's gonna bring Stunfisk double normal. No surprise that the Vigoroth is gonna come because it is really safe against this team. And then, well, okay, I kind of like this variation of this line, but maybe with Obstagoon or something I can have like a little bit better matchup against the Marowak, especially if the Marowak has energy. But that's quite all right. Let's see how this is gonna play out. Curious. For sure, Flygon. But I wouldn't be surprised like Flygon, Vigoroth, AWAC, something variation of that line, or maybe even Wiggly, Flygon, Vigoroth, or AWAC is also pretty good here. Um, Marowak is also like pretty safe on Caleb's side. Obviously, losing to Obstagoon, um, and losing to Haunter and Jeephyss, right? And Kofagrigus, but with energy can be really tricky here. So a little bit looks like a little bit challenging to send this first battle, but that's quite all right. As you see, Magicmayson has an OP Pokemon Go playground. I'm sure not a lot of players can relate to how amazing of a place that Magicmayson plays at home. Obviously, could have someone nearby. So very strong battler. I think on the factions, Omega Law, which plays in the Diamond tier, which is the highest current tier in Steel factions, and obviously very strong GBL battler as well. Um, Let's see here. Stunfisk into Flygon. Yeah, so very nice read by Caleb. Gonna switch automatically into Vigoroth. Let's see how this is gonna play out. Gonna throw the Body Slam at this Flygon. Curious what this Flygon is trying to do here. Maybe try to chip. Yeah, and it gets extra counter in. This is just a Dragon Claw. And we're gonna see, here comes Wiggly. Wiggly just coming in to soften it up. Gonna throw, okay, interesting. Gonna throw at 9 there. Okay, definitely could have threw at 7 and probably made the second Body Slam, but we'll definitely not make it to this next one here. So definitely could have made it to another Body Slam and then made the farm down a little bit more palatable here, but it's quite all right. I do expect Caleb to have a hard Wiggly answer in the back, right? So, but let's see. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not Scizor. If it's not Scizor, I think this is actually a very winnable match here. Oh, it's actually going to bring in. Okay, okay, this is actually a very extremely winnable match here. A very interesting line by Caleb. And another Charm Sneak Through. Double Charm Sneak Through. That's actually really devastating for this Stunfisk here. But let's see. Let's see how this goes, right? So, 2 Charms did sneak in. Good timing, but should be able to just shield this. And I'm going to do kind of surprised that Caleb. Oh, man. Almost. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Well, multiple Charms sneaking through. Interesting timing on both sides. I think a little bit of optimized timing on both sides that would have made the matchup pretty interesting either way. So, but 2 shield Wiggly. I do expect Caleb this time to bring a harder, very odd though, not bringing a harder Wiggly answer. But obviously, maybe Wiggly is like tough to bring against this team because obviously it only has one clear target. So we're going to see Stunfisk into Wiggly. Very nice lead. We'll see what Caleb will choose to do. Okay, going to come in with Stunfisk. Very interesting. Going to go in with... really neat switch here. So very interesting staying in for quite a while. They do have enough for... Okay. Very interesting. Building up a ton of energy here. So ideally, like if you're the Stunfisk side, you want to throw mud bombs here because like 2 mud bombs will KO. Yeah, so there you go. See the mud bombs. We'll be able to survive a discharge or mud bomb. So I'm curious on how this is gonna go. Really neat switch here. Should be able to live this move, and then we'll see how this is gonna get played out. Maybe honestly, maybe a discharge would do enough to you can mud shot down. Okay. Let's see how this is gonna let this go. The thing is that like Flygon is very squishy, right? So the thing is like you can just EQ the Flygon and yeah. Oh, actually no, it's Vigoroth here. Okay. Vigoroth's also not the tankiest Pokemon, so 1 Earthquake, maybe 1 Rock Slide with the Mud Shot should be enough. And can definitely shield this, right? Even with the bait, I think that's okay. Yeah, the Rock Slide here should be enough to KO, and then this Wiggly's gonna have a very difficult time. Really nice play by Magicmayson here, and gonna be able to land this EQ. This definitely will not KO the Wiggly, but doesn't really matter. The Wiggly's gonna be put really low. Can definitely just land the Rock Slide. I think I actually might be able to just barely survive the Rock Slide, but won't be able to get Charm down. Okay, yeah, no, we'll faint there. So able to win the second game there. Very nice. And so it looks like Magicmayson has clinched this particular round after like a tricky switch in, right? So, okay, gonna run the very similar line. We'll see if Caleb makes the read and brings in either Vigoroth or Flygon lead. Okay, brings a Alolan Marowak, which is pretty neutral here. Looks like Caleb lagged by a turn, but doesn't Doesn't look like it's too big a deal there. Believe Magicmayson actually got an extra mud shot out of there. Okay. Tried to catch the rock slide, but able to land the EQ. And we'll see if he shields. Okay, does shield. Gonna go straight to Vigoroth. Probably will go straight for the bulldoze. Gonna let this go. I don't imagine the bait's gonna come. Yeah. The thing is, like, the bulldoze isn't KO. Bulldoze is a pretty terrible move. Plus Stunfisk is really tanky. Definitely doesn't need to shield this. And switch is not the most important thing here, to be honest. Obviously, I would just let this go. And then let's just look to Shadow Claw down. Actually, you're just gonna... Okay. Okay, very interesting hard switch here. Gonna throw the EQ. And then gonna switch. Try to catch the body slam. But this is perfectly fine here. The problem is you can't really Shadow Claw down. And you kind of need to... Okay, they actually bait here. Very interesting. I guess the thing is, like, I thought that was like a for sure shield. But Magicmayson making a very nice read there. I thought that was for sure shield. Otherwise, you potentially get fast move down. But Magicmayson making a huge read there. Honestly, the bulldoze would have put this potentially into farm down range. But oh man, huge farm down there. That's actually kind of a crazy farm down, but totally necessary. And gonna be able to land the Shadow Ball here, and Caleb realized that it is game over, and Magicmayson able to pull off the big 3-0 in round number 1. So I'll see everyone in round number 2. All right, we are in the second round here. The opponent has Nidoqueen, Cofagrigus, Greedent, Obstagoon, Stunfisk, Wiggly. This time, like, Vigoroth's not as safe, right? Because Cofagrigus and Nidoqueen are both very good counters against Vigoroth. Cofagrigus a little bit more, Nidoqueen a little bit less. Let's see here. Stunfisk is also pretty good here. Obviously, you have to be careful of the Obstagoon. Yeah, and Stunfisk also looking pretty safe on the opponent's team. Wiggly obviously has like only has like one hard check this time, right? In the form of Nidoqueen. And like honestly, no reason not to bring Nidoqueen. Well, Stunfisk and Cofagrigus are reasons not to bring it, but you could potentially protect against it with Cofagrigus and Obstagoon, or even Greedent Obstagoon, right? So there are options here. So let's go ahead and get started and check out these matches in round number 2. Going it's Maxi 1000000P. All right, gonna bring very similar line to the first game in round number 1, in the form of Stunfisk double normal, and we'll see how Maxi 1000000P will respond in this particular situation. Taking some time. I would be surprised if no, like, Nidoqueen obviously could a little bit problematic, but okay, gonna go Stunfisk. Pretty neutral matchup. If you have a good IV G-Fist, you can survive the mud bombs pretty easily. They do go for the CMP. Should be able to survive the second mud bomb if you have a good IV one, and you'll CMP tie to the. Actually, no, they'll be able to beat the. You should win the one shield. I should say straight Earthquake. It looks like they don't have an answer to, or they bring an answer to. Very interesting. Maybe they have a Greedent Obstacle in the back. Very curious. I would be surprised by the shield here. Mostly because they have one shield, and even if they have obstacle in the back, the Vigoroth's low enough they can just counter it down. So do expect the obstacle to come in, and maybe it's green in the back, but let's see here. Oh, it's their own Wiggly. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That is not good for the opponent. But let's see. You're gonna go for the Earthquake. And Earthquake does connect here. That's actually really huge. Okay, this is actually extremely bad for the opponent. Like this is almost for sure a shield, right? There's no way that you can not shield here. And looks like they're gonna try to get a shield. They're for sure. Yeah, for sure, you have to shield this. And then they I'm not sure they actually know the moveset in advance, or this is just after the fact. But really, there's nothing. I think you just let this first one go, right, in case they Night Slash boost. But they go for the cross chop, which makes sense. A little bit. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Even boosted cross chop wouldn't be enough there. So interesting plays on both sides there, but well played. And Magicmayson able to take the first game there. Gonna then bring the same line that Magicmayson brought for games 2 and 3 in round number 1 versus Caleb, and seeing if it's going to be able to replicate the same success in game number 2. But we'll see. No answer to. I'm actually a little bit surprised here. No answer to the. I guess like maybe afraid of Haunter, with Needle Queen and Kofir Grease in the back, but same idea actually. Like ground double normal in the back. But in this case, like Vigoroth was the superior Pokemon in the backline, which made it difficult to bring very curious there. Not bringing any Vigoroth answers in the back. Not that Stunfisk is that weak to Vigoroth, so maybe could have also saved the Stunfisk, saved Swordsman energy, and then switched out to Wiggly, but again, just depends on the situation. So, okay, we're gonna into game number 2 here. Stunfisk into Needle Queen. Ooh, this is not a good lead for the opponent. They come into Greedent here, gonna be met by Vigoroth. Greedent is super spammy. They definitely went one over before throwing, right? So they should have it here. So this should be a CMP tie to the second body slam. Definitely can live the second body slam. So I don't expect a shield. And they should be 3 away from the next one. I think it's like 3-3-2. Okay. Oh, no, actually they're 2 away. Okay, never mind. Okay. Gonna shield this. Okay. Okay. That's very weird there. Okay. That was weird. Okay. They actually oh my gosh, they actually hard switched to Needle Queen here. Very interesting. I guess they want to get the farm down for some reason. I'm not entirely sure there. You definitely no shield this, right? Like I think the only way you can lose this matchup is if you shield the Poison Fang, right? Like even a Poison Fang wouldn't KO here, so should be okay. We'll see. Okay, they shield again. Interesting. Okay, gonna let this go. Poison Fang definitely will not KO. Okay, and they go for the Poison Fang. Gonna go for the Earthquake. We're gonna see what's in the back. Maybe it's Wiggly. Maybe it's Wiggly. Okay, no, it's Stunfisk. Okay. Gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball. This Greedent being alive though is a little bit problematic. Just a little bit, right? Just because it means that they can potentially catch, which would be very bad here. Not finishing off that. Okay, they try to sack there, but not successful. And this is going to be a GG. Very well played. Very nice. Able to pick up game number 2. And we're currently 5-0 in this tournament so far. Some really nice plays there. Very weird situation there with the the Vigoroth Greedent, but it might have been like a decent CMP, and the Greedent might have been one. Is it 332? I thought it was 3332. I guess you get hmm, you go to like 39, right? So you're 4 over, right? And then you go 39 again, so then you're 8 over. Um, so that one's you only need 27. It should be. I don't know. Okay, all right. We're gonna see Wiggly Mirror. We're gonna see how this is gonna get played out. Honestly, sometimes you want to lose this mirror so you can farm, but winning it is also nice. Okay, um, gonna bank the energy, and interesting that they decide to throw. Interesting they decide to throw considering they have an obstacle in the back. Okay, well this is very bad here. Um, they do shield here, very interesting, but this is extremely bad here. Uh, honestly though, this is for sure loss, right? Like, there's absolutely no way that this okay yeah, there's absolutely no way this you can get rid of this obstacle, right? There's absolutely no way there. So I guess the ice beam actually made a lot of sense here because everything here is like a million times resisted. And this game's over. I'm not even going to show the rest of the game, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to round number 3, and I'll see everyone there. All right, we are in round number 3. This person has a very different team. OG player number 1, I believe, plays in a platinum faction team. Aqua Hunger Force or something like that. Anyways, they have a team consisting of Zweilous, Trevenant, Greedent, Needlequeen, Escavalier, and Vigoroth. This is a pretty interesting team. Um, so Vigoroth A swap is definitely not as good against this team, right? Definitely not as good, especially with a Trevenant, Needlequeen, and Escav. Yeah, that obviously would be very challenging to bring. Um, how about, let's see here. Hmm. Actually, not too sure what to bring here. I think like Haunter is actually like okay against like the back 3. Okay against Trevenant. Obviously, very bad against Greedent and Zweilous. Um, so maybe like um, hmm. Wiggly also good here, except for has to be careful with the Needlequeen and the Escav. Um, hmm. This Zweilous is actually really interesting on the opposing side, right? Like Zweilous, I could see Zweilous, Needlequeen, Escav on the opposing side, right? Like 2 answers to counter users. Um, and the Escav is sort of like, I guess Covagrigus and Haunter are very good against it, right? So um, it's gonna be tricky here. I do like Zweilous, Needlequeen, Escav looks really strong on the opposing side, and then um, G-Fist Escavalier is not the worst matchup, especially if you have energy advantage. But let's go ahead and get started. My mid dog is really eager to see the battle, so let's just go for it. Obviously, a big fan of OG player 1, so cheering him on. But I'm cheering on Magicmayson, cheering on the person I am shoutcasting. So we're gonna see how's it gonna go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Making the hard prediction here that OG player 1 will bring Zweilous, Needlequeen, Escav, which I think is reasonable here. Um, yeah. I think that's the read Magicmayson's gonna make, because I think that's like the most obvious line to run. Um, just like Zweilous, like 2 answers in the back, like basically your 2 wiggly answers in the back. Um, but could mix it up, could not bring Zweilous all together, right? Could bring Trev. Trev would be kind of weird to bring, to be honest. It has play for sure. But Wiggly, Obstagoon make it pretty tough. Even Haunter is a interesting matchup. And then because of Cofagrigus, slightly favorable against Cofagrigus because it has a chance to bait versus the Cofagrigus doesn't. So let's see. Making a hard read here. And GFS has a pretty good matchup against Wireless, right? Resist the Dragon Breath, resist Body Slam obviously takes neutral from Dark Pulse, so definitely doesn't want to take too many Dark Pulses, but the Earthquake would do quite a bit of damage. Wireless not the tankiest Pokemon in Great League. A little bit classy, I would say. And then but let's see. Um let's see. Okay, does bring the Trev. Okay, this is actually difficult here. Gonna go into Haunter, and we're gonna see how they're gonna play this. Um, Man, this Trevenant is just literally farming down this Haunter. Uh, this is a Seed Bomb though. This definitely doesn't KO. Okay, I say it doesn't KO, but it comes pretty close to KOing. Um, let's see. Let's see. Gonna go back into Stunfisk here. I like this play. This is enough for the Shadow Ball. Making a prediction that they don't have great answers to Ghost in the back. Gonna throw the Rock Slide. Could it? Okay, I guess probably can do one. One more would have been a CMP tie. So to the Seed Bomb, and we're gonna see what they have in the back. They come into Needle Queen here. Very interesting. Zweilous in the back? No, I don't. This is a very interesting. Okay, okay, Escavalier. Okay. Um, I think you're okay regardless here, right? It's a pretty okay match. Honestly, you could just even just double shield here and get to the psychic afterwards, right? So this is a very curious. I think you just shield this, right? Like there's okay, gonna no shield this. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. It makes sense that the Neo Queen had more energy to no shield that, right? But honestly, it didn't really matter here. Um, can build farm down. Interesting, they didn't bring Escav into. No, that makes sense. They had no answers. They had no answers in the back. Yeah. They had the lineup I was anticipating, but instead of they brought Trevenant instead of Zweilous, which is interesting. Interesting pick there. Um, hmm. Yeah, very curious. I'm surprised not after the Haunter went down, just switching into Escavalier right away because the clocks were still like pretty tough there. Okay. Oh man, very tough lead here. Uh, okay, tried to catch a move there. I guess would have caught the crunch anyway. So, um, let's see if they have a hard answer. Okay. I'm not sure what the I guess the value of throwing the crunch there is that the Shadow Ball will KO. I don't think the Shadow Ball actually KOs here, does it? Does not. So they're gonna have to eat another Rock Slide, which is fine. And then Duke suck the farm down here. They will farm down. Clocks are desynced right now. And gonna throw the Sludge Bomb, which actually does quite a bit of damage to Greedent. Haunter's super attack weighted, so and then they come to Needle Queen here. Okay. Gonna throw just straight up Body Slams here. Really just wants to chip this Needle Queen, which I think is definitely the correct play here. Looks like the opponent is lagging a little bit there, but it looks like they caught up. This is definitely just a Poison Fang, right? And then this Haunter is gonna look to farm down this Needle Queen, right? Because the crunch would KO regardless, so it doesn't really matter if they Poison Fang or whichever. They actually shield there. Um, Not sure what the value of shielding there was, because you're just gonna get farmed down and then. Okay, interesting. Okay, interesting play here. Surprised no farm down. this, yeah, this has to be a body slamming, right? So, but I think this is. Well, I have no idea how much the Sludge Bomb does. I'm assuming quite a bit. I'm assuming not quite enough to KO, but should be really close. But let's see. Uh, okay, not quite enough to KO, but is enough to take out and Shadow Claw down. Uh, Very curious decision to shield. And I think that it was safer to farm down the Needle Queen, but I guess was worried that I don't know what was worried about because I think you could clearly count how much energy the Needle Queen had. If they poison Fang, like it's not like you're gonna get Bullet Seed down. And then a one Sludge Bomb and one Shadow Punch would have been enough there, but still was able to pull off the win. So very nice. All right, Haunter versus Needle Queen. This should be a favorable matchup. Okay, gonna go into maybe like Twilight in the back. Let's see. Magicmayson really favoring when the second game goes pretty well. I can bring the same line into third game and it'll actually working out really well for definitely no shield this. Probably will throw because last time I had to burn a shield. Nope. Okay. That obviously makes more sense of what happened there because honestly I was a little bit confused on the counts last time, but maybe they went over. They got an invisible one there. Oh, they actually make a huge call there. Okay. They come into Zweilous here, which makes sense. And they end up shielding the. Okay, they do get the farm down. Let's see what they want to do here. Does land the Dark Pulse, but honestly doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. And honestly, the Rock Slide would come pretty close to KOing. Wouldn't quite KO. Definitely wouldn't KO, which is why they're not shielding. They have to shield this, right? So this should be the bait. Oh, they actually don't bait here. Okay, interesting. But this, oh man, huge call there. That was actually that was a massive call. That was unless like it doesn't really matter here because Magicmayson has already won game the first two games there, but that was an absolutely humongous call there and very nice. And Magicmayson able to take game number 3, big 3-0 in round number 3, and I will see everyone in round number 4. All right, we are in round number 4, and this opponent has Beedrill, which is a pretty interesting Pokemon. Vigoroth, Stunfisk, Zweilous, Kofagrigus, and a Wiggly. Beedrill does like pretty well against Vigoroth, but obviously Vigoroth with energy is the most of the double resist the counters. Not that it's dealing super effective damage back to the Vigoroth. What do I like here? Stunfisk obviously looks really good here. The only hard answer is Vigoroth, but even Vigoroth's like not the best counter to Stunfisk, especially with energy and shields down. The Earthquake does a lot of damage to Vigoroth. And then obviously Stunfisk does well against Beedrill, Zweilous, does neutral to Kofagrigus and does well against Wiggly, and then obviously neutral to G-Fist. So 3 positive, 2 neutral, 1 negative. You'll definitely see the Stunfisk. Hunter is like okay here. Right? It's a little difficult to bring, most because of the Zweilous there. Wiggly, there's 2 hard answers to Wiggly, and then it has 2 positive matchups and 2 neutral matchups, so could see some play. The Kofagrigus has like 3 neutral, like 2 neutral, 2 positive, and 2 negative matchups. So for sure, Stunfisk. I guess like Vigoroth here, right? Still bringing it out. But I'm not certain on the third one here. This lineup's a little bit tricky to deal with. So let's see how Magicmayson's gonna deal with it. Lots of like neutral play here, which might be fine here. If you're ever curious on what Magicmayson labels you as. Okay, we're gonna see. Okay, very interesting lineup there. Okay, gonna bring Kovagrigis. Maybe double counter. Okay, no, gonna bring stun. Okay, yeah, I think the lineup's okay. Obviously Beedrill. I think we'll see Beedrill for sure, right? There's no reason not to bring Beedrill. But Beedrill, Beedrill, Vigoroth, maybe their own Stunfisk, or even Kovagrigis, or lots of options here, right? So I would be kind of shocked not to see the Beedrill. Maybe Zweilous, maybe Zweilous would make it pretty weak to that lineup, pretty weak to Sunfisk lead. So maybe see like, but let's see here. Okay, we do see Zweilous in the lead. Probably will stay because it likely has a Beedrill in the back. Almost for sure has a Beedrill in the back, right? There's like 1,000% there's a Beedrill in the back. I wouldn't be surprised if Beedrill Vigoroth in the back. Interesting shielding there. Let's see. Okay, gonna shield. Okay. But G-Fist does outpace. They do come into Vigoroth. Okay, gonna go with their own Vig here. Very interesting. This is interesting mostly because I do think that there's a. Let's see. Yeah, Beedrill, as expected, right? Beedrill's pretty glassy though, right? So this body slam will do quite a bit of damage. We'll have to shield the second one, but I do expect the shield on the second one, then the farm down. The Stunfisk is out of energy, right? So, and we do stick the farm down, and then we do expect the G-Fist to come in. I think this is a safe shield. This is definitely a safe shield. They obviously could catch the rock slide onto, okay, which they attempted to do. And then obviously this is just a body slam. And then this will just be whether or not the, okay, interesting play here. Yeah, this is a very interesting play. Doesn't this make it more likely that they can, the Beedrill can, well, now they have to do the body slam here. Okay, yeah, I think that's actually okay here. Probably should have built up a little bit more energy on the Zweilous. I actually really like this play here because now you just get to two. There's no way this is a Dark Pulse, right? So, oh, it is a Dark Pulse. Okay. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna go Rock Slide here. Oh man. Okay, this is a very interesting play on both sides. Gonna be able to land the Rock Slide. Not that there's like any in this Rock Slide should KO there. Very nice play. Want to prevent the Beedrill from being able to farm down. But honestly, the opponent made a really nice play there, building up a ton of energy before throwing the two bodies. So basically, went to 100 there, realizing what the opponent was trying to do there. Okay, all right, we're checking out some DMs there. I'm not sure for what reason. Maybe making sure that they didn't think it was like a dispute or something. That not sure there. Okay. Okay, you're gonna lead Kovagrigis this time. Maybe. Okay. I think it was Wiggly in the back with the Stunfisk. All right, we're gonna see. Oh, okay. Not a good lead here. Obviously, you're gonna go into Stunfisk. Gonna be met by Vigoroth, but again, here you're gonna see like Vigoroth is like it's a good counter to Stunfisk. I definitely consider it a counter, but it's not the best counter to Stunfisk. As you can see, the Earthquake does quite a bit. We'll be able to live. This boulder is really close to KOing. Gonna let it go. Did get the okay, able to okay, gonna look to farm this all the way down. They're gonna go for the bulldoze. You definitely just let it go. Farm it all the way down. Maybe land a psychic onto the Wiggly. Oh, okay. This actually, you definitely let this go here. Man, if they have Beetle in the back, this will be very problematic here. Gonna land the Psychic, which will do a really nice chunk to the Wiggly. And we'll see what's in the back. Oh, man. Do they have Zweilous in the back? No, don't tell me they have Zweilous in the back. Oh, they have their own Kofor in the back. Okay, this is interesting. Obviously, going to shield everything here and just look to Charm down. If they're able to make it to 3 moves, then they have Dark Pulse here. Okay, interesting choice to throw here because I think maybe the fast move down is not feasible, but I do think it's pretty close to Psychic here, right? So yeah, I think the fast move down was like the most likely play there. Interesting, not bringing the Beedrill this time. Wiggly, Vigoroth, Kofor on their side. Um, hmm. Very, very curious team by the opponent. Maybe they're making a read that they're gonna. Oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, all right. So we see Vigoroth into Stunfisk. They come to Beedrill. This is looking pretty good. Obviously, one Drill Run definitely does not KO. One Rock Slide also doesn't KO. And should be able to outpace. It should be 6 poison jabs to make it to the next one. So should be able to land the next Rock Slide beforehand. Oh, interesting decision there. Oh, they bait. Okay, able to farm down. Must have practiced that play because they definitely wouldn't have expected that. Gonna go for the so they must have Kofor in the back, right? Gonna switch here. Oh, they have Vigoroth in the back. Okay. Interesting. They wouldn't say switch into Vigoroth. They would say switch to Beedrill. Okay, interesting. Honestly, doesn't really matter here. This game is definitely over. Gonna throw the Body Slam, and then gonna throw the opposing Body Slam, and then Kofor can just absorb everything. But Magicmayson making a really huge line call. Gonna go straight into Kofor. Definitely not gonna shield. And we're gonna see the Shadow Ball here. And they're just gonna wait for this Kofor to throw before switching. It's gonna have to throw, right? And maybe you don't even have to wait for it to throw. You can just throw the Shadow Ball there. The opponent realizes the game is definitely over, and gonna pick up a very nice 3-0 in round number 4. And I'll see everyone in round number 5. All right, we are in round number 4 going against House Dark, who's a pretty interesting team of Stunfisk, Escav, Lickitung, Dusclops, Nidoqueen, and Trevenant. Honestly, he has bring Obstagoon yet. Obstagoon looks pretty interesting here. Obviously, I have to be careful of Nidoqueen and Escavalier, but has play against both, right? And the Stunfisk is neutral, but has positive matchup against Dusclops, Lickitung, and Trevenant. But maybe it's too obvious to bring. I don't know. Could also completely avoid the I could see Stunfisk, Escav, Nidoqueen as we saw in I think it was round number 2. Vigoroth, a little bit way more difficult to bring here, so I'd be surprised to see Vigoroth. I think Stunfisk is actually decent here, right? Obviously, Escav and Trevenant can be challenging, but not the worst matchups. So let's go ahead and see how this is gonna go. It is gonna bring the Obstagoon this time. Gonna bring Kofor as a lead to protect or potentially bait out the Escavalier with GFS, I'm presuming, and then should be able to come up with some. Well, let's see. Very nice read by House Dark. Gonna immediately switch into Stunfisk. Gonna be met by the Escavalier. Gonna go straight for the EQ. If you switch fast enough, should be able to land the drill run beforehand. Um, they are going to farm up quite a bit here. Going to go for the rock slide. Interesting um, call here. They're going to throw right beforehand. Yeah. Doesn't want them to farm up too much here. Obviously going to farm all the way down here. This is definitely going to be a drill run. And we'll look to farm down all the way. Immediate swap here. They're going to have queen in the back, right? Oh, it's actually going to be Stunfisk here, which is playable here, right? But the problem is, like, what do you ultimately shield here? Like, these mud bombs are going to come really quickly here. Like, I would be surprised if I'm imagining straight mud bomb is the play, right? Oh, they do just charge first, okay? And then they're gonna straight mud bomb from here. Really, no need to throw the discharges. And really, I'm not sure the alternative plan here because, like, if you switch to Kofagrigus, does get the boost though, which is really helpful. I think you honestly let that go because I think the body slam does more. The body slam does more, but and definitely the power up does more. So let's see. It's actually gonna be a pretty close matchup. Even boosted. Well, actually, maybe not here. Maybe not. Actually, no. This boost actually really helped here, and some really nice play. Actually, yeah, very very nice play there. Worked out perfectly. Baited out the Escavalier, got the shield advantage. Hostark did switch out fast enough to potentially get the drill run off beforehand, but maybe was uncertain there and didn't want to get the desync CMP. But it ended up costing them a shield. Costing the shield, so we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. That boost definitely helped with the farm down and obviously put the Lickitung low enough. Or obviously just took out the Lickitung with the boost, right? So okay. The team's is weak to an Escav lead, but it's not so obvious that you bring Escav in the lead because there are certainly not answers here. Okay. So this is a favorable matchup for Stunfisk. 2 EQs, generally KOs, most Lickitungs. And will reach the EQ right before they reach the Power Whip. Yeah, okay. It looks like Hostark has a bulky Lickitungs, which will allow it to survive 2 EQs. But will mean that they will get the Power Whip off, the second Power Whip off, right? Because this doesn't KO. And then we'll be able to get like probably two or three. Oh, they actually do shield. Okay. Gonna let this go. They do Power Whip. Okay. Okay. They come into. Oh, interesting. Interesting situation here. Okay. There's probably S-Cav in the back now, right? So. Okay, gonna throw the Shadow Ball here. Not sure for what reason. I'm not sure. Because the Dark Pulse would also be neutral, right? So it also means that it won't be able to get the move off here. Yeah, that was a very weird decision to throw the Shadow Ball. Honestly, though, like maybe it wouldn't matter though. I think it definitely wouldn't matter there. So not throwing, you throw the Psychic there, you have enough health, and then you throw the Psychic, and then you see, and then you throw the Psychic at the Lickitung, and then you see whether or not they want a shield, and then the Escavalier would have a hard time farming down, or if they do shield, you switch, and then would be able to land the play rough with the charms would be enough. So ends up being a costly decision. I'm not necessarily sure what the merits of throwing the shadow ball there, um, as opposed to the psychic there. Um, One less. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Yeah. Decisive game number 3. We're gonna see Kovagigas into Stunfisk, and careful of the catch. Okay, interesting. They get to. They're not double discharge. They do take the move. Okay, does get a move through. Not that it really matters here. They do discharge. You're gonna throw the psychic. Basically went one over. And I expect the Lickitung to come in. Okay, gonna go straight into. Okay, interesting situation here, but this is looking okay. They're gonna have to throw. I'm not necessarily sure what the plan is here. Okay. Gonna let this go. 2 shield matchup here with a slight energy advantage, but slight health disadvantage. We'll see how this plays out. This is gonna be lots of bait calls and shields and whatnot. So they do shield the EQ. Can Gfis win this matchup straight Earthquake while the Lickitung, if the Lickitung baits? Okay. Gonna go for another EQ. We basically need to land 4 EQs, but maybe with the cumulative mud shots here, that okay. Let's see if he baits again. No baiting. Okay, this is gonna be really close here. They would have Rock Slide here, right? Or live the Power Whip. Okay, it would have to live the Power Whip here. Okay, it should be able to make it to the Earthquake. The Rock Slide definitely would not KO. Be able to make it to the EQ. Straight EQ. Wins the 2 shield. Maybe if it would have landed the second bait there, then it would have been a little bit different situation there. But really nice play on Magicmayson side, and able to take down House Shark. And I'll see everyone in the final round. All right, we are in the final round. This opponent has Kovagigas, Escavalier, Malamar, Steelix, Wiggly, Golurk. Okay, that's Golurk is a very good answer to Gfis, right? Has like lots of answers to Gfis here. So, what do you bring here? I think like mm, it's kind of hard to bring Figure off here, right? Lots of answers here. Honestly, Obscune looks pretty good here. The Malamar, it's kind of weird to deal with here. It's a very tricky Pokemon to deal with. Wiggly also looks good, so I like Obscune, Wiggly. Kovagigas? I really like Kovagigas, actually. I actually even like Haunter in this situation. I kind of like Haunter. No, maybe Los Haunter because the Golurk has Mud Slap. Maybe like Kovagigas double counter. But let's see what he decides to bring. He's gonna bring the Stunfisk. Okay. I think that makes sense, right? I like Wiggly here a lot. I like Wiggly here a lot. Yeah, because it's only SCAF, right? There's SCAF can't do everything. For sure, the opponent will bring SCAF, right? There's no doubt about it. Jace is a very strong opponent, and they're gonna have to stay disciplined and try to keep this SCAF onto this Wiggly, because like, what alternatives do you have for Wiggly? Really none, right? Like your own Wiggly, right? Obviously. Um, so I wouldn't. Wiggly Cofagrigus, Stunfisk, Wiggly Cofagrigus, or Cofagrigus, Wiggly Stunfisk, right? And gonna use Stunfisk to bait out the Escav, but who are they gonna use? Golurk, I guess. Yeah, but Golurk honestly is pretty glassy too, so they do make the very nice read here. So we're gonna see. Okay, we do see Golurk. It's pretty glassy, right? So I think it will have to respect this EQ. Even these mud shots are doing tremendous amount of damage. Okay, they built. I don't even think this Shadow Punch KOs, but we'll not be able to survive another. Yeah, we'll not be able to survive another one there. I think throwing. Well, okay, you don't need to shield this here. They do reach another move. Okay, gonna shield this. And then probably gonna throw the Psychic. And then you're gonna switch to their own Wiggly. And then we'll see here. This is a Escav in the back for sure, right? Yeah, Escav in the back for sure. Very nice timing by the opponent. Okay, gonna shield. CMP. Gonna throw the Ice Beam. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the opponent just allows the Simul KO. Yeah. Yeah, and then needs to make it to the Psychic here, which might be possible here. Cofagrigus. What a beast there. Very nice play. Beautiful play there. Basically a fully hard counter there, but absolutely magical energy management there. That was extremely well played there. And then not throwing the rock slide ended up being the right call because it allowed Cofagrigus just to have enough energy to farm against the mud slaps as opposed to the charms to be able to make it to the move there. Not that the Wiggly was going to make it to the move anyways. It was very far away from making it to the Ice Beam or to the Play Rough. Probably like 3 or 4 more charms away. But really nice play. That honestly is like a yeah. Oh man, yeah. Very nice play there. Really nice play by the opponent as well. Tricky situation there, right? Because they have to have the Escav in the basically the same situation here. Okay, immediate swap, right? And we're gonna see how they're gonna play this out. Gonna go for the bait this time. Oh, that's actually more devastating for the Golurk, right? Because it's gonna have to double shield now. And it got the mud shot through as well, so definitely will survive this. Oh, they actually dynamic punch this time. Okay. Oh, very nice adjustment by the opponent. But that means they also come out with less energy. They shadow punch here. But this Cofagrigus is actually okay. I don't know. I like that play there. Throwing the Shadow Claw, then we're gonna see the immediate swap here, and then we're gonna see the Escavalier. Oh, this is looking. It's gonna be a really close game here. Gonna shield this obviously. Draw run. I'm not. I really don't like this Ice Beam here, but let's see if it's enough to KO. It is enough to KO. But there's no way this they're gonna be able to make it to the Psychic. Yeah, not gonna be enough there. Had to go for the deny, but even with the deny, was like more than 2 shadow claws away, or more than 1 shadow claw away. So, or more than 2 shadow claws away. So it didn't really matter there. But really nice adjustment by the opponent to throw the dynamic punch there. If would have shielded, and I don't think there's like any reasonable chance you shield as the G-Fist, right? So I think it was really safe to throw the dynamic punch. And honestly, probably had that plan all along. That if they do end up baiting, then you just throw the dynamic punch right before they make it to the EQ. And probably really didn't even really matter about the timing of when they were going to throw, because they're just going to throw right beforehand, expecting the no shield, which ended up being the case. And yeah. All right. Okay. Kind of a weird matchup here. Obviously, the crunch is going to deal super effective damage. A little bit of catch up there in my video. Tried to catch the move there. Gonna shield this. Oh man, they actually do bring Golurk here. Interesting. Gonna throw the EQ. Let's see if they decide to shield or not. It makes sense they bring the Golurk, right? Okay, it looks like they're going for the full farm down this time. But the thing is, like, Kovacic has a move, right? So they're not gonna be able to use all this energy. So I do expect this Shadow Ball right away. Yeah, and then the no shield here has to no shield. Obviously, this Shadow Ball will be more than enough to take a Golurk. Another answer to Vig in the back, right? Okay, they come to Escavalier here. We'll shield this. Probably will count to 6 and then throw. Okay, or just go to 100 here. Probably barely doesn't. Okay, does KO. Okay, it's going to be an interesting matchup here. Because basically this Steelix needs to make 2 crunches. But I don't think it will be able to make 2. Even if it makes it a crunch versus this Haunter, which it probably will. It won't be able to. Oh, actually, no, will not. And very nice. And Magicmayson able to take game number 2 after. Oh, actually, able to take that. That was game number 3, and able to win the match there, winning the first game, and then basically playing out the same game, the opponent making the correct adjustments, and able to win that really nice game number 3. And Golurk in the back was really tough. But fantastic play there. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. If you like, sort of like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.